Hi and welcome to Healthy Life Hacks. I'm Jefferies, the present-day wise woman, a realistic naturopath coming to you from the surfing beaches of Australia. This podcast is for those of you who are wanting to really rock your life and health and live from a place of prevention. Let's get into today's episode.
Stress is absolutely inevitable in life. It just is. But staying stuck in that perpetual stress loop where we just keep repeating the same patterns and being drained and irritable and in survival mode is not. It doesn't have to be that way. We don't have to be stuck. I know that modern life is triggering our adrenal system. Got it. The good news is there is a way out. And that's why I wrote my new book, Fuck the Stress. And it's the BAM, the bare ass minimum to do to get our body out of survival mode and back flourishing. But people keep saying to me, Jen, but what's the BAM of the BAM? So hang on tight. Here comes the BAM of the BAM. So the BAM, the bare ass minimum, my approach to breaking that stress loop comes from more than 3 decades as a naturopath, speaking on preventing burnout in the workplace for decades around the world. And I burned out in my 20s, which is why I came on this path for the last, 30 odd years in living it myself, how to get out of that hole and then how to be able to live from a place of prevention and have a sustainable, effective suite of simple actions we can take consistently to reclaim your energy and resilience and flourish. So the first thing is to understand the perpetual stress loop. So the perpetual stress loop happens, stress happens when we have a threat. Okay, our body perceives a stress. Now, some things aren't really a stress. However, we perceive a stress. We feel threatened. Now, when that happens, the adrenal glands pump out cortisol and adrenaline, getting us ready to either run or stand and fight. Now, this response is incredibly helpful for emergencies. However, chronic stress keeps these hormones elevated, which leads to fatigue, health-related issues like weight gain and inflammation. So what fuels the loop? The first one is food, and our poor nutrition and irregular eating habits fuel it. And what I know is when we're stressed, we're outside the alkaline corridor and we crave crap food. It's just one of those things. When we're relaxed, we're inside the corridor, we crave good food. So food's one. Not enough sleep. Disrupted, broken sleep, waking up between 2 and 4, all those kind of things, and overcommitting and not making yourself a priority. So when it comes to that stress loop, if we can intervene, if we can put our hand in and say stop and break the loop at any of the points and I'm all about doing it with a minimal effort, okay, the BAM, we can still get maximum results. So let's start. All right, let's do the BAM of the BAM for nutrition. We want to be able to nourish our body, and food is fuel. It's fuel. And when we feed our bodies poorly, we feed that stress loop, like I said, okay? So if I had to think of the BAM of the BAM, 1, good fats. The BAM of good fats is we need healthy fats like flaxseed oil, avocados, nuts, seeds, olive oil. Simple. They help to regulate hormones, stabilize our energy, and they're really, really important, particularly things omega-3s like flaxseed oil for our brain health, which helps us to stay sharp and focused even during stressful times. So come from a place of prevention. Start your day with a teaspoon or preferably 1 to 2 teaspoons of flaxseed oil in your breakfast or whatever you're having. I make a nutrition protein kind of shake. Get some flaxseed oil in first thing of the day. Now, people say to me, what about just flax seeds, Jen? Well, you've got to have a shitload of flax seeds to get enough of the oil. I'm happier for people to take the oil as a supplement. And you can buy it everywhere nowadays, which is great. We need our good carbs. That's number 2, the BAM of the BAM. We need good carbs, but we need good carbs like, they've got a bit of protein to them, like something like a quinoa or even things like sweet potatoes and whole grains. They're slow releasing energy and prevent those blood sugar spikes. So what if you just did something like swap out your refined carbs, your white bread, white rice, white pasta, all the white stuff, and swapped them over and even did things like a serving of air-fried sweet potato fries. I'm a realistic naturopath. That sounds much yummier than white bread with your meal. Or even roasted veggies. I'm a big fan. We air fry a batch of roast veggies every few days. We have them as the core basis of every meal. And so they're things like everything from pumpkin and sweet potato, beetroots, onions, garlics, carrots, just all those kind of root vegetables, we absolutely, we air fry them in advance. And we always have a stash of them in the fridge as that core basic instead of eating refined and processed grains. The next one is proteins. We need the BAM of the BAM on protein is lean protein supports adrenal health and repairs stressed muscles. So how do you do it? Add one high quality protein source like eggs or lentils at every meal. They're an easy addition. Now, I love to make things like sexy eggs, what I call sexy eggs, which is I'll get 4 hard-boiled eggs, take out the yolks, feed the yolks, or feed 3 of the yolks to my dog. I have one of the yolks. An egg has about 6 grams of protein. So if I have 4 of them, I'm getting an easy 24-gram, even just a snack. And I'll top them on buckwheat cakes. They're yum. It's filling, it's a good dose of protein, and it's so easy to make. Just season it with a little bit of salt and pepper. So making mindful, simple, easy food choices can stabilize our body and stop that stress cascade. You can. Step 2, the BAM of the BAM is absolutely sleep. We need to get good quality rest. So rest ends up being like a weapon. It's one of the coolest things to go in and fight for us so that we can break that stress loop. So stress is when our body is restoring itself, okay? It's processes like stress hormones and everything. It recalibrates everything in our body. And without that proper rest, our adrenal glands stay active. They stay in overdrive. Cortisol doesn't come back into balance the way it's meant to. My number one priority in my life is sleep. It has been for more than 3 decades. When I learned this, when I burned out, I went from being the party girl saying, I'll sleep when I'm dead. Well, I nearly did die. To going, okay, I respect my sleep. 5 or 6 nights a week, I'm in bed well and truly sound asleep by 9. Even if you would get into bed and be asleep by 10, that would be just bloody awesome. So you're aiming between 7 and 9 hours quality sleep a night because to balance cortisol in our body needs between 7 and 9 hours sleep. Now also create a calming bedtime routine. Get off your devices a couple of hours before you go to sleep. You don't have to go having all the fancy red lights and that to make it work. Just get off your devices. That cuts out the blue light. Read a book. My wife and I will just sit quietly on the couch, our toes touching, and we'll just chat before we go to bed. Just chat calmly. It's wonderful. Simple things like that. So the BAM tip for that is to turn your screens off at least 30 minutes before, preferably a couple of hours before. And bring in something like some meditation, a quiet chat with your partner or the kids. Even 5 minutes of meditation a day counts. And particularly that counts in things what we call NSDR, non-sleep deep rest. So non-sleep deep rest is incredibly restorative. And you can bring it into any of your micro breaks. So it's like a 5-minute reset pause. If you're wanting to have a micro nap, skip the nap. Do non-sleep deep rest, which is where you'll just simply relax, breathe deep into your belly. Even 5 minutes of that, oh my gosh, or 5 minutes of meditating is incredibly restorative. Good rest isn't indulgent. It's foundational to breaking the stress loop. So it's vital. Sleep keeps us alive, guys. One of the ultimate punishments that's done in times of war and stuff is sleep deprivation. We need to sleep, get good quality rest. Number 3 of the BAM of the BAM would have to be mindful movement. We need to move our body in some way every day, and moving is a great way to be able to channel stress. It's like a natural antidote for stress. So when we physically move our body, it helps to reduce cortisol.
Have you ever wondered how your life could have been different if you'd had access to this type of content at a younger age? Look, this is why I need your help. I'm working to build the #1 platform that gives real and easy to integrate healthy life hacks and mindset to help you get well and stay well. This show only grows by word of mouth and new subscribers. It would mean the world to me if you could click the subscribe button right now, leave a 5-star written review, or drop a comment below. Share this episode with a friend and I would be forever grateful. Now, let's get back to this week's episode.
It boosts our happy hormones, endorphins. It improves our sleep quality, and it's a simple key. And if you think, oh, I have to go for an hour's walk, no, you don't. A 10-minute walk outside can do wonders for your mood and mental clarity. 10 minutes. What if you're at morning tea break or mid, afternoon break or after work or something? After a meal is the perfect way. Eat your lunch and then just go for a gentle, relaxing 10-minute walk. Oh my gosh, how to restore your sanity. That's a huge way. Another one is to stretch and breathe. Gentle stretching. If you're at work, hold your desk. As I talk to you, I'm doing this. Hold your desk and do like a great big a cat stretch where you're pushing your chest back, your back up, and you're just stretching everything. And if you go pull arm to arm or push arm to arm, you'll really trigger stretching all of your upper back and lats. It's amazing. You can do it sitting at the desk. I didn't even move then from recording this. Super easy and really effective. So those small actions make a huge difference. The next one that is a bam of the bam that we have to do is play more. People have got so damn boring and serious. That's why I created my Play More Essential Oil Blend. If you're into aromatherapy, check it out. It's on my website, www.jenniferjefferies.com. But play isn't just for kids. And if you want to be more productive at work, studies have shown that playing, having a light spirit, increases productivity by more than 20%. So it's not just for kids. It's an essential tool for breaking that stress loop. It can be fun, low pressure activities. It doesn't have to be any of this great big thing. It's about getting those little happy hormone hits, the little feel goods. It's like, yeah. It helps us to reconnect to people and just lightens our spirit. My spiritual teacher actually said to me once, I was being this really intense person going, I'm out to grow spiritually. And she went, oh, Jen, stop it. To be spiritually enlightened just means to have a light spirit. Stop it. I went, oh, okay, got it. And I went, she's right. The more we push, the more we push away. Just lighten up. People are so damn boring and intense lately. So rediscover play. Find activities that you enjoy. I play ukulele. I love it. You might be into painting or dancing or playing with your pet. I love playing catch with my dog. I really do. So if we keep waiting for the amount of time we want to gain to be able to have the time to play, it's not going to happen. 1% of your day is 15 minutes. 1% of your day is 15 minutes. Schedule in a play session, a play day every day. 15 minutes. That's all you need. I promise your happy hormones will thank you. Laughing's the other one. When you're in it, whatever you're doing, really enjoy it. I turn into a rock star when I play my ukulele. I don't play all these nice, quiet, little relaxing songs. I rock it out and I have the time of my life. I'm oozing happy hormones and joy, and I just have the best time. Laughter helps to reduce our stress hormones and just improves our overall well-being. Here's another side tip. Whenever I'm eating my lunch, for instance, of a day, I'll sit and I'll watch comedies. I'll watch funny cat or dog videos or reruns of different, funny shows. It's important for balancing our blood sugar levels. Never, that's a side note, never sit and eat a meal watching the news or something, dastardly dark and gloom. It's no good for our body chemistry, in particular our blood sugars. So they are the bam of the bam. And breaking the stress loop doesn't need perfection. It's about consistent, small actions that create that ripple effect. That's it. Consistent, small actions create a ripple effect. So the bam of the bam are swap one meal a day with a BAM balance plate, good fats, carbs, and protein. Number 2, take a 5-minute mindful pause twice a day. Just breathe and stretch. 3, set a hard stop on your screens at night. Get off those devices earlier and get at least 7 hours sleep. And spend 1% of your day, 15 minutes a day, doing something fun for you, whatever it is. The perpetual stress loop does not have to have control over your life like it probably has at the moment. And starting with my BAM principle, the bare ass minimum, committing to those small actionable steps, you can reclaim your energy and build resilience against stress. Remember, it's not about doing without the things we love. It's about doing it all in a way that life feeds us energy instead of sucking the life out of us. We don't aim for doing everything perfect. 100% of nothing is nothing. It's about doing the essentials consistently. Break the stress loop, live lighter, and flourish.
I want to thank you for being here today. If you enjoyed my podcast, please let me know by leaving a review on Apple Podcast. Every month, I draw one lucky person who leaves a review, have a free 1-hour consultation with me. Be sure to subscribe to the show wherever you're tuning in from so that you always catch the next episode. I welcome your emails and you can write to me at podcast@healthylifehacks.com.au. Until next time, remember, When it comes to life, live it, love it, and get on with it.